the way, blow my brain.
Listen on Sounds and watch an iPlayer. Suede, She's in Fashion from the BBC Piano Room. Thanks so much for listening today. Alex Jones standing in for Claudia. Thanks to Noel and Ardle. We are back next week, and this is BBC Radio 2 on the Sounds Up Your Smart Speaker, 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 10 o'clock. This is Claire Ronacres. Farmers have said they've been warning for a year that food shortages were possible. Some supermarkets are limiting sales of items such as tomatoes, cucumbers and peppers. There's been bad weather in Spain and Morocco, and British growers have said they can't afford to heat their greenhouses. Helen Browning, the chief executive of the Soil Association, who's also a farmer, says producers have been hit with unprecedented pressures.
I think the issues that are affecting the horticultural sector are really deep and severe. And it's not just about this weather problem in other countries and the energy problems here now, but we've had a number of shocks that have hit the industry over the last few years. And there's just not confidence that that actually they're going to get the return they need if they do start to invest and grow more of what we need.
Talks between the UK and the EU on post-Brexit trading arrangements for Northern Ireland are continuing this weekend, with signs that an agreement is close. A Downing Street source has described negotiations as positive, and the Foreign Secretary James Cleverly has pulled out of a long-planned trip to the Middle East at the beginning of the next week. Health officials in the UK have begun drawing up contingency plans for the possibility of bird flu causing a pandemic among humans. An 11-year-old girl in Cambodia has died from the H5N1 strain of the virus, and the World Health Organization has said the global situation is worrying. Professor Sir Andrew Pollard from the Oxford Vaccine Group says experts are closely monitoring the illness.
At the moment, we've got no evidence of human-to-human transmission, which I think is reassuring. If that does happen, that would really make us very concerned. And if there is evidence of mutations being acquired in this virus, which does allow it to transmit in humans, that we're ready to really get going with an action plan early to try and stop that from spreading further.
Voting's underway in Nigeria's most competitive elections since the end of military rule nearly a quarter of a century ago. Nearly 90 million people are eligible to vote, and there are long queues at some polling stations. A blizzard warning is in places for parts of Los Angeles for the first time in more than 30 years. Coastal areas of California are also under flood warnings because of the winter storm. David Willis reports from LA.
Local TV news helicopters captured pictures of small chunks of snow along the trail just below the iconic Hollywood sign. And since then, conditions have worsened quite considerably, prompting a rare blizzard warning in some parts of Los Angeles County for the first time since 1989. Weather forecasters say the higher mountains around LA could see more than 2 meters of snow.
And the weather here, there'll be patchy cloud which will move in from the northeast, bringing scattered showers into eastern areas, which could be occasionally wintry on the hills. Western areas will see the best of the sunshine. BBC News, it's 3 minutes past 10.
Now, Alex Jones. Listen live on the BBC Sounds app.